guys, today I am filming my next hit or quit thoughts on hauls. If you've never seen one of these videos from me before, basically I'm going to be reviewing the products I featured in a haul video a year ago to let you know my current thoughts on those products. I will have the original video linked down below and my playlist, and I will list all of the items. This was a pretty big haul, so I'm just going to get started with the things I had gotten from Ulta, and there were a lot of body products because I wanted to do a review of a bunch of things, and I never did the review. I never tested the product, so I will make sure to do that by the end of this summer, mark my words. And the first product was from Pacifica. It was the Coconut and Charcoal Underarm Detox Scrub. And then everything else was from Mega, and I got the Happy Pits Detoxifying Underarm Mask, Chesto Presto Clarifying Acne Body Mist, Toe Deo Odor Blocking Foot Spray and Lavender Mint. And then I had gotten a 4-piece beauty break, which was awesome timing, that had minis of the Thigh Rescue Anti-Friction Stick, the Rosy Pits Daily Deodorant, the Squeaky Clean Hand Sanitizer, and the Space Bar Detoxifying Charcoal Underarm Bar. So, like I said, unfortunately, nothing to share with you here, which is so disappointing. I bought so many things and never use them because I was waiting on the Bust Dust, which didn't restock for months, but like I still could have tried these other things. And for the other products, this was the diamond gift that month, the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist. I have not used this yet, but that is like a pretty strong but fine mist. You can see how dewy. Yeah, it doesn't just feel wet. It feels like really smoothing, almost like a primer consistency. Very interesting. So that is going to be used, but I'm working on other setting sprays right now. And then also a freebie was the Lorac Holy Lash Volumizing Mascara. I did pass that on. It had like a really big hourglass brush, which is just not my favorite. Next, I got a highlighter from Ofra that was a new limited edition shade. And this is the Milk and Cookies highlight that was a collab with Steph Toms. I'm actually able to use these shades individually, but I like them both mixed together the best. Ofra has one of my favorite highlighter formulas because it's really metallic, but it looks smooth, not chunky on the skin, and this is a really beautiful shade. Next, I have this big LA Girl eyeshadow palette. I have 2 of this format in my collection, and I think this is great quality. I really haven't tried much else from LA Girl, but I really do like their eyeshadows that are in this format, and they came out with 2 in this Hey Hey Vacay collection, but this one is called Under the Palms, and it's so crazy because it's down here on the barcode in small letters says Under the Palms, because most of the people are like, this is Hey Hey Vacay, but there's 2 of them. So anyway, just in case you're looking for the name on one of the LA Girl palettes, check where the barcode is on the little sticker in small print. But here's what this one looks like. You guys know, right up my alley, except for the darker shades, but I love olives. I love warm tones. I really like this palette. I think it's fantastic quality. I think the mattes could be a little bit more creamy and pigmented. I think that they're like a little sheerish, a little dry. They need to be built up a little bit, but not bad. But these metallics are so foiled, a little bit wet, but not as wet as some Juvia's Place palettes, which tend to transfer on me. These are just really good. So definitely recommend getting these palettes. And I do think that they're usually limited edition. So if you see one, I would pick it up. And of course, don't forget to use the drugstore coupons at Ulta when you're purchasing from LA Girl. And then I had gotten this other face palette. This is the Benefit Earth Angel Fouroscope. They came out with 3 different versions of Fouroscope that all had a limited edition product in it or an exclusive product. And this one was a blush, the Honeymoon Blush, which is a really pretty like pinky corally color. And then also in here you have Georgia Blush. I cannot get this to show up even when I pack it on, and I have such fair skin. I'm glad that they did not bring this to their new line, although what shade is it? Peachy. It looks super similar to that, like so light. But then you have my favorite products in here, Hula Bronzer, and I believe this is a full-size pan, and this little mini cookie highlight. So these 3 here are great go-to. I don't regret having this, but I did not need it. I have Cookie and Hula individually, so if I could go back in time, I might not have purchase this, but now that I have it, I don't think it's something I'm gonna declutter or even sell. I do feel like I am gonna keep it, but it really just was not necessary. I just thought that blush was so pretty, and I'd seen people use the palette and thought I would really like it. And it definitely is my favorite out of the 3 that were released, but I still did not need it. And then I bought some things from Juvia's Place. You guys, I keep trying to make Juvia's Place work for me, and for the most part it doesn't, which is really sad. I tried one of their glosses and really love it, and there are some things that I like that I don't know. I was really excited for their blush and bronzer duos and the Bronze Rustic and Blushed Rose collection. And out of these 4 products, 2 are in my chopping block for this year. 1 I really like, and 1 I decluttered. I haven't gotten rid of it yet. It's still here, obviously. So I'll show you the thing that I decluttered. This is the Blushed Rose 6-pan, and this is a little orange for me. I really like these 2 colors here. These are a little bit too pink. I was hoping they'd be a little bit more like peachy pink, and they just don't translate on the eye the same as they look in the pan. And the 2 looks that I made with this palette I thought were fine, but nothing super special. And then we have the palette I do really enjoy, Bronze Rustic. I was really scared of this shade and even that one a little bit, but the 2 looks I created with this palette I loved so much that I mentioned this in the yearly favorites. And even though I'm sure I have these other shades, just I loved those 2 looks so much. So I do still have this one. And then we've got the Cheek Duos. This is the lightest bronzer duo in the shade Light. This is a little bit drier than I would like it to be. I was hoping this to be a little bit more pigmented and powder. I feel like I really have to like dig in there and layer it up. And I don't necessarily think that these shades are too light for me. I think it's just that they're too light with this, to me, dry and stiff of a formula. And then I have the Blush Duo in Volume 2, which is the lightest of the 2 duos. And I really like this color here, but this is not really a shade that I would use. And I have similar colors to this, so I want to play with this more and, you know, see if I can make these work, because I do want to keep these. I do want to love them. I know that Juvia's Place has certainly messed up in the past. I know there's been some issues with the owner, but that's for every makeup brand, and I am not going to cancel a brand that has a total full face of makeup, tons of different options, and an affordable price for people of all skin tones. I think that is so important, and I do not want people to be ashamed of buying makeup when it's some of like the only makeup that works for them and it's affordable. It's just that some of their products, I just cannot get them to work for me, but I'm gonna play around a little bit more. But I think a lot of people love these enough that I'd say still go for them, get them on sale. Juvia's Place goes on sale on their website all the time, and they do go on sale also pretty often as well. So I'd say definitely check them out. Just for me, I was hoping for a little bit more formula wise. And then from Sephora, I had gotten a Give Me Some Lip Balm set. I ended up returning it. The full size products in there would be a Sephora Coconut Lip Scrub and a Pat McGrath Tinted Balm, which I was so excited about. That was the reason I got the set. And the lip balm had shimmer in it that I could really feel my lips. I found that to be irritating. And then for the minis, the Tarte was strawberry scented, which I didn't realize. And the Ilia lip wrap mask thing I thought was super thin and slippery, not hydrating. I think there was a fresh thing in there, and I don't super care about fresh. So yeah, that one ended up going back. And I also returned the Marc Jacobs 2 Enamored With You lip gloss duo, and I just didn't love the shades in there, and I didn't need it in the first place. I definitely regretted buying that. The best thing from that order was the little freebie I got with a coupon code, and this is a mini Natasha Denona eyeshadow in Sense, which is one of the shades in the Zendo palette. I'm so glad that Natasha started putting her sample shadows in an actual little single shadow compact instead of just the pan, because it makes them so much easier to use. And I do like this shade, and I like the mini Zendo, but when the big one came out, I was like, oh no, I will not get use out of that. But I do like this color, and I think this is a great one to put in the little sample shadow. And then I got some products on sale. I don't know what sale was going on this month, but the Too Faced powders were 40% off, I believe. So I have the Born This Way Ethereal Loose Setting Powder in the lighter shade and the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Powder. So I think the Too Faced is fantastic. I really love this one in the winter and the spring because it sets my makeup really nicely. And this has a bit of like a neutral to yellow undertone. It does oxidize a little bit. And then the peach powder does have a peachy undertone. It also oxidizes. So for me, I do have to mix in a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder and Fair to just give me a proper shade match. But I love these formulas so much. I do have backups of these, so I'm going to be working through it for a while, although I really dislike that I do have to mix, which is why I so often just use my DuraBlend loose powder because it works fine on its own. And then with this order, I had gotten, I believe, a coupon code for the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer. I'm working this in my project pan right now. It's okay. It honestly doesn't do very much for me, and the consistency is just simple. It's fine. It's not something that I would repurchase. I have other primers that I prefer, but it is not bad. It just doesn't do a whole ton for me. And then I think I had a 100-point perk of the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm, which is my favorite eye cream. It's like a mixture between a cream and a gel. I find it to be hydrating. It doesn't give me milia. It goes really well under makeup. I love this so much, and I now have 2 full sizes of it and a couple minis for traveling. Then some things I had gotten from Sigma, the first being the Ambiance eyeshadow palette. I think I may have gotten these things 40% off. You guys know this is right up my alley. I love these warm tones here, and it makes me think of the Urban Decay Naked Honey. I know that one has a few more yellowy greens, but the other shades are very similar, and I would pick this one over it. I love Sigma's quality so much. Always comes with a fantastic double-ended brush here, so I want to get more use out of this palette. I don't think it's going to be a necessity for everyone based on the colors, but for me, it's something I will get a lot of use out of. Then I have them wearing my lips today. This is the Sigma Renew Lip Oil in Tranquil, which is the coral color. And this is a nice hydrating, thick lip oil. It is not slippery and greasy. The only thing is I've had mine on for a while now. And as it's wearing away, it's getting a little bit sticky. And it's like I can feel a little bit of like particles. I don't know if I maybe had some makeup on my lips underneath of it that is now gathering or what it is, but as it's wearing off, it doesn't feel the best. But it has a really large doe foot applicator, which is not my favorite, but I think it's fine. It makes product kind of like boop out when you take out the applicator, so I just have to be careful. But let me see how it is to reapply. It feels great. Has a really nice glossy shine. I do really enjoy this. I was thinking about getting the more cool tone colored tint that a lot of people love, but I think I need to just stick with this. I have a lot of lip products. So I have some other formulas that I like a little bit more than this. I would still say go with a Tower 28 Milky Lip Jelly, but I do really enjoy this. It's a beautiful color. I think this will be a go-to product for me for the summertime. And then I got to pick out a free gift with this order, and I chose this little mini Sigma brush, and it is the E45 Small Taper Blending. And I really have not used this very much. I bought one of these brushes, or I actually got one for my birthday when I was in college, so 10 years ago. So I was excited to have another because that one was beat the heck up, but I need to get back into using this. I think Sigma brushes are fantastic quality, and I love that they have little minis for freebies. And then I got one thing from the BoxyCharm Facebook group, and that would be an exclusive Natasha Denona 5-pan. This is the Jubilee, and all of these shades come from other palettes, and several of these I think come from the Tropic palette. And I really wanted it for these 2 shades here. They really are my favorite shades. This is a really light lemon yellow. This is actually a dark navy color, and this is a very pretty blue. However, I don't know if you can tell, it looks like this almost has hard pan on it, which it shouldn't. I didn't use it wet. There's no reason for it to have almost sealed on itself. And the formula of the navy is a little interesting and isn't just a regular matte. But these 2 are regular mattes. I love them a lot. And I did get this for a really good price. So while this is not my most used, I am fine with the price I paid for the shades I like. But I wish I liked it as a whole a little bit more. And then from Walmart, I had gotten the Oma by Sharon C. It's Complicated Lip Oil Stain and Gloss and Softy. This is also something that I've decluttered, but I haven't passed on quite yet. It's a really pretty shade. I remember I was watching a video the other day where I was wearing it, and I was like, ooh, I like that. So I don't know, I might play around with it a little bit more. I love this color. It actually does remind me of Sigma Tint. And it is pretty because of the color I have being a nude. It doesn't stain very much. After the gloss wears off, it can be like a little tacky underneath. And I'm just not much of a lip stain gal, but I'm kind of wanting to play around with this and maybe not to clutter it. Like maybe put it back in my collection. But glossy shine, very pretty. It can be built up a little bit, but it's definitely an interesting product and it's very affordable. The Sharon C line at Walmart is their affordable brand, and that is everything that I have. So I would love to hear your thoughts if you tried out these products in the comments down below, and I hope you all still enjoy these videos for me. Let me know if you're still liking them. I know I've been doing them for a really long time and maybe I should switch some things up on my channel. I would love to hear some video ideas from you guys on ways to do that. But it's definitely good for me to do these videos for me because I'm able to show some products some more love or like kick myself in the butt to start using things or letting things go. Just interesting, but I'm glad that I've used a lot of things here except for the body products. That's shameful. I want to just forget that I even bought all those things and haven't used them, but you guys make me do that by the end of summer. But anyway, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.